Hello, hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Pick one that works for you. But not good night, though. Not yet, because we're stitching together. So, I hope you're well. And so today, this is the piece I'm going to be working on. I haven't worked on this piece. I couldn't believe it. I looked the date. It was 2 weeks ago. So I'm feeling terrible. So this is one of my favorite pieces. But then again, every single piece I'm working on, I'm in love with. So this is Little Cake Shop, Max Colors, by one of our favorite ladies, other than me, Amy Stewart. Yay! So this piece I've been working on probably for over 2 years, close to three, and I made great progress, I have to say, considering how many pieces I've got juggling with all my whips. So this piece, if you've never seen this piece before, oh, you're in for a treat. Okay, so here we go. Are you ready? Ta-da! Look at this beautiful, beautiful cake shop. Isn't that the sweet shop and cake shop of your dream? If I would, if you ask me, the 5-year-old me, what your dream cake shop would be, this will be it. It's just so whimsical and so pretty, and every single item in the shop looks absolutely delicious. So this piece, as I said, is Max Colors, and I'm working on, let me switch back. I'm working on a 25 count pre-gridded fabric and 1/1. Okay, so let me bring on the app. So with this project, for the last few sessions, I've been using Saga to track my progress. So let me bring on my Saga here for you. So let me just turn off this box for now and zoom out for you. So this is where I am today. This is the entirety of the completion area. So in the very beginning, I work from upper left diagonally down to the right, changing various methods. I think in the very beginning, I was working on block by block, parking as I go diagonally, kind of staircase method. And then I switched to more color completion within a page, and particularly if you could see my mouse here. Let me see if you can actually see my mouse cursor, but you can see the cupcakes, not the cupcakes, the teacups over here. This area was brutal. It was absolutely, you can say it, call it confetti hell or confetti heaven. Depends on what you like, okay? But I got through it, and there's a little bit more to go at the bottom there. So, I'm in time, I will start to tackle it. But in the last few sessions, I've been working on this area, and it's really pretty. I know there's some ceiling up there to work on. I kind of dip in and out because you could get slightly, sort of samey with colors. So I like to go in, work a little bit, and then come out. And this might be what I'm doing today as well. But today I am going to focus on this area. So let me highlight the area for you. If you have used Saga, you can select an area to focus on. And so this is the area of my choice today, and continuation from the last session as well. So you can see I have completed a little bit of the plate, the decoration on the wall here. Let me just lock that. And I'm going to continue to complete this section and see how far I can go today. So let me switch the view back here and zoom in a little bit. Of course, before I start stitching, I have to say hello to everybody. Let's look at the chat here. Oh, Rajao, you're the first today. Gold medal for Rajao being the first to report to the chat. Well done. And and she says, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Very, very well. I trained you so well. I am so proud of you. And Salita is here as well. Hello, hello. And let's see who else is here. Oh, Gritty is here. Hello. And Travis as well. Wonderful. Oh, Travis is having some sort of health issues there with the shoulder. I hope you are feeling a lot better right at this moment. Now, you hear Yogi's voice, the healing power sending over to you. And Busy Mom is here as well. She says, hello, everyone. Happy World Cross Stitch Day. Yes, it is today, isn't it? It's our day. Amazing round of applause. We should have done our marathon, but never mind. So, oh, today has special meaning then. Is World Cross Stitch Day. And so Brittany is here as well. Brittany, how amazing. She says, hi, everyone. I'm off today, so I get to join in. I know Brittany works during the day, so sometimes she might, sneak in and listen to us, but most of the time she watches replay. But in the weekend, she can come out to play with us. And Susan Chamberlain as well. She says, hiya, everyone. Suzanne is here as well. I hope your little bruises are getting better. And let's see, Leslie is here as well. Hello, Leslie. And let me keep scrolling down. Stitchy Fiver is here as well. Welcome. And Nicole. Hello, Nicole. Welcome to the chat. And Rose is in the chat as well. She says, hi, you all. Happy Friday. Indeed, I can't believe it's Friday. It's amazing. And Angie is here as well. Hello, I'm here. Welcome. And Jackie Turner as well. Welcome to the chat. And Laura, hello. Laura Barang, is that? I probably butchered that. She says, hello from Mexico. Could you be the first Mexican chatter from Mexico to join us? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Caroline as well. Hello, good evening. I've been gone and purchased the quilt room. Well done, girl. And my fabric is arriving today, so I'm ready for next week. Oh, you're the model stitcher here. Well done, Caroline. And let's see, Jen Soak is here as well. Hello, she says. And my fabric has dispatched today. Yes, for the Wednesday sale. And if you don't know what's happening, I'll explain a little bit later for next Wednesday and what's going to happen. And fingers crossed for delivery time to get in the hoop for Wednesday, Kim Jacobs, new style. Exactly. I'm pretty sure you'll be here. It's still, you've got a few days. So Heather House is here as well. Stitchy Dutchy Joyce, my darling, is here. Mysterious Masquerade. I love your name. Hello from Dubai. My God, we have people from countries that I don't think I've seen in the chat here. So really, really welcome. And Anita and the Dutch is here as well. Welcome back. So, and she shares my first name is Monique. So there you go. Monique, it is. It's a first name basis. So here we go. Now, let me turn on my app view. I know many of you enjoy watching me making mistakes because you like to have the app view to verify, to track my progress, watch every step I make. So you know when I'm making mistakes, which will be very often. So today I'm going to just move my canvas up a little bit and zoom in a little bit more for you. So this is the really pretty area I'm going to stitch today. Okay, so I'm using DMC and this is 1/1. And let's go. So in terms of method, I am going to follow what Saga does best, which is picking an order within a defined area. And what I normally do is I flow from minimum to maximum. So my first victim on the panel, let me just switch to the full view so you know what's happening here. So on the left here is all the colors involved within this area of my selection. And I'm flowing, you can see the number in the brackets, they're stitch numbers of each color. So I'm flowing from the least number of stitches upwards. So it's great fun. It's really fun way of stitching because you don't know what's coming next. And as the number of the stitches grow, it gets faster and faster. Well, faster for me, maybe not very fast for you. So here we go. So my first victim is, let's see, 3834. I'll try to read the correct number. 3834. And I've got my needle ball on the right for me, ready for me. Let's see if I've got one threaded. 3834. Let's see. Oh, yes, I do. What a fantastic start. I've already got one threaded. So let's see. For 3 stitches, no problem at all. I haven't got very long left. I don't think I even need to play thread chicken. There's plenty of thread there for 3 stitches. Oh, hang on a sec. These 3 I've already finished from the last session, and I forgot to mark them. Fantastic. So I'm going to pop it back. 3834. 3834. It happens quite a lot because as soon as you commit to all the stitches, it jumps to the next color. So sometimes I kind of leave out the last couple of stitches unmarked so it doesn't start to rotate. 3834, that's okay. I just pop it back. 3834. There you go. And let me know what you're working on with me today and what you're drinking. So today I've got, three drinks for me to choose from. You know, I've been sipping green tea just about an hour before. You know, I got back from teaching classes and I was feeling good. You know, I went into sauna for a little bit, took a really nice shower and came back. Got a bit of a grocery and, you know, just fancy a cup of nice green tea here. So let me mark these ones here with a bucket. The next one, jumping from 3 stitches, is 9 stitches. Okay, where hey, things are looking up. So 928 is my next color. Or the first color rather, 928. 928, we need a new thread. We need a new thread. And I've got green tea. I've got, what have I got? Some leftover coffee from earlier on. And I also have my favorite green tea, peppermint tea. 928. 928. Let me pick one thread here. This beautiful, quite nice greenish. It's got blue tint in it. I can see blue in it. Here we go. And Suzanne says today is GG Bridge Day. What is that? What's GG Bridge? Explain to me, Suzanne. And she says also my fabric and the quilt room pattern, but also going to do sewing room as well. Beautiful. Sewing room is a beautiful pattern from Kim Jacobs as well. Heather says, hi everyone, happy Friday. Yes, I've read this one already. And let's see. Yes, Laura says, we can save you from mistakes. Yes, I need rescue. It's teamwork here, guys. You know, you just shout in caps if I make any mistakes. There's going to be a lot of caps tonight. I shouldn't encourage such behavior. Okay, let's start here, okay? Let's see if we can minimize the number of, people shouting at me in the chat today. So here, so I'm working in this area. It's about 8, just under 8, no, just under 10 blocks. So I can't count, you see, 8 blocks here plus part of 2 blocks here. So it's quite a vast area for me. And the bigger the area is, I tend to make mistakes, but it's all part of the challenge to see how I fare with this. Oh, see already, guys, can you see what's happening? See, you're not watching me carefully. You're allowing this to happen. I'm doing it again. I folded my thread in 2 and tried to do a loop star here. Can you see what the problem is here? I'm doing 1/1, guys. Why am I doing this? I was doing this yesterday all over the place as well. It's out of control. It's out of control because I've been doing so many 2-strand, 2/1, half stitches, 10 stitches, that it just becomes autopilot. I take a thread, I just want to fold it in half and start stitching 2-strand. Watch me, okay? And shout at me if I start to do it again. Busy Mom says, is Saga free or do you have to pay for it? It's a paid app on iOS, but currently, because of the situation with Play Store, they stop Russian developers to make any profit. So you could technically download the Android version for free for now, but it's a slightly less updated version. It's still fully workable. And if you're interested, I can explain a little bit together. And recently I've been getting quite a lot of questions for regarding Saga, and I know from our group, our Facebook group, that many of you have managed to get it working because you've got your files converted through helps, the help of other members. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow, tomorrow is our soul day, right? Amy's soul day. I'm thinking, because I finish my last class yet tomorrow at around 4-ish UK time, 4 p.m. And I'm thinking maybe we can do a kind of an hour session just to walk through the basic function of Saga as a stream. It won't be too long. I just want to focus on getting you started, and just for people, maybe just got hold of the app or maybe interested in getting it. And then we can take a break there and we can, start our regular Soul stream. Let me know if you like that idea. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. And if you don't like it, give me 2 thumbs up. I'm winning all the way. Yes. And if you have 3 thumbs up, then you have three thumbs. Then yes, you're quite special. Okay? Just let me know. So we could do a kind of a short stream just before our soul. So that's probably doable. So let me know. The color is quite pale. So pale colors is always challenging, particularly with pre-gridded fabric, because I always mistaken the borders, the light gray, as being stitched. Sometimes when, amongst colors like this, it's very hard to tell. So it's a challenge for my focus and for my eyesight as well. Okay, so let me mark this area here and make sure it's all done. There's 2 more there, 2 more. Oh, it's over here. Let's see. River is here. Hello. I see 3 thumbs up. There's no double thumb situation. And Gritty says, that's great, Yogi. Still have a lot to learn in Saga. So if we do a session tomorrow, it will be focusing on getting you started. It's not going to be a deep dive. And also, I don't know everything about Saga, but I can walk you through to the point that you can get started, or the basic functions that I'm using. So I think that would be probably a good start. And then maybe at some point in the future, we can do a more deep dive kind of, session. If it's in demand. So let me find my scissors here. So 928. Rose, why don't you have thumbs up? That looks like bicep. I don't know what that is. Rose says, I don't have a thumbs up, but this is the closest thing I have. And also those of you, if you're already quite familiar with Saga, you can join me and be my in-house expert. If there's questions that people have that I have no answers to, because I'm literally still learning as well. I just learned something new from Joyce yesterday. So there you go. But, I just want to get you started so you can start using this wonderful app. Next one, 161. 161. Another new thread here. 161. And I'm very close to ordering another batch of DMC because I find there are quite a few colors that are in demand for some of the patterns. 161. Here we go. Oh, thank God, it's a slightly darker blue. I was going blind with these colors. Jackie says, will Saga go on Android? Saga is on Android. It's just not available right now. But there's a link that you could download it, I think, right? I think you can download Android for free for now, courtesy of the developer. Why don't I post that community link I put on the website? So on the channel website, let me see if I can get to it and send you a link. So you can just jump to that, because no one goes to community post on YouTube. And I should have posted that on the Facebook, but for now, I'll do that later. But for now, you can go to, hang on, let me send you this link, okay, in the chat. So what it is a basic instructions and links for you to, if you want to download the free version of, I think you can do that for the, I'm trying to think. Yes, so there is a free version of Saga on Android, and there's a payable version of Saga on iOS, which is more updated because they're still working on it. They stopped working on the Android version for now, maybe until the situation changes. But there's an app called Paradise, which you need in order to convert your PDFs to Saga compatible format. So this is where most people kind of go, oh, and it's totally understandable. But there are ways to get around that, and many have managed to either get the files converted by the fellow members from our group, or following Joyce's instruction. She posted a document in our group as well, the Facebook group, that you can follow to get the desktop version working. So whichever way, there are ways you could convert your PDFs, your pattern, so they're compatible with Saga. And once that's done, you're good to go. You're good to go. So the session tomorrow, I think if we want to keep it quite concise, we're just focused on the Saga app itself rather than the conversion, because the conversion part of it, we probably need to find a different way to explain everything, because I haven't tried all the methods, so I'm not in a position to demonstrate. But we just focus on the app itself and get you started. Hello, Lorraine, welcome. Jackie says, will it go on my iPad? Yes, there's a Saga iOS version of Saga that you can buy. You can't, there's no trial period, unfortunately, so you have to buy it. But you have seen me working with it, and I can promise you it's a good app. So very well made. I think that the lack of trial in the beginning kind of made me hesitate a little bit. But then I saw Needlebug. She did a demonstration with a live stream on her channel, and I just knew that it was for me. Here we go. Let me mark as I go so I don't get confused. I can get very confused. So here, let me see, I've done this one, done that one. And I'm gonna come over here. That one's done too. And over this way. And Joyce, by the way, you're absolutely right. You can deselect the sorting. So that opens a lot of doors. Thank you so much for that tip. I had no idea. I've been fiddling with the app for quite a while, but did not know, because I interpret those little circles as radio button rather than a tick. So I didn't know you could just deselect it. So tomorrow, if we're doing a demo, so let's say if we do the saw around 8 p.m.-ish tomorrow, so we can have, slightly longer session. And the demo I'll probably do at around 6-ish p.m. UK time. We can do the conversion. And we kind of time box it for about an hour. We don't want it to be too long. I just want to focus on the basic steps to get you started, and maybe some Q&A. And there will be a lot of in-house, experts, I'm sure. They know the app probably more than I do. They can answer questions that I can't answer. And if there's still questions unanswered, we'll just go and find out, and we can reconvene, and hopefully we'll have a solution for it. So I hope that sounds good to everyone, and because I love this app and I love that more people get to enjoy it. Next color, 3752. 3752. Yes, I've got one threaded. Joy says, I was distracted for a bit. I'm stitching on Hade, Sal, and drinking cinnamon and mint. Oh, I bet Joyce is way ahead on the piece for our Saturday. So Saturday, every Saturday we get together and stitch Amy Stewart's design. And you can bring any Amy Stewart project that you have. But some of us are stitching together of a piece called Sweet Shop. And you're welcome to join in at any point. It's never too late for a great party. So I can bring up the pattern we're going to be working on together. Just to whet your appetite, just in case you haven't seen this beautiful mock-up, this design. Where is my Sweet Shop? Let's have a look. Oh, of course, it's here. There. So we started this piece together 2 weeks ago, I think. 2 weeks ago. And last week we did an epic 10-hour marathon. And but on Saturday, Amy Day, you can stitch any Amy Stewart piece you like, and if you're not stitching on Amy Stewart design, why not? It's time to change it. And her design is absolutely beautiful. So here, 3 stitches. Here we go. Sarah is here. She says, hello everyone. Just a late lunch with my son and his family. Oh, sounds fantastic. Family is lovely. I hope you enjoyed the get together. Let's see. Oh, River. Oh, lovely River. River says, I can convert files for anyone who needs it. Yes, River and Suzanne both have been offering their services to people who just who don't want to, jump through the hoops with the technical stuff, and just send the files to River, and she's very happy to do it for you. How kind, river, you're a star. Because these patterns, you really need to only need to convert once. Once it's converted, you've got a copy, then it's all good. You don't have to do it ever again unless you have another pattern. So it's a one-off process. And once you have the converted file, then you can start using Saga. 1, 2 from here. 1, 2. There you go. Just need to remember this is 1/1. Oh, Suzanne has offered as well. She says can also convert to Saga if someone needs it as well. So the best thing to do, if you haven't joined our Facebook group, come join us. So there's a lot of support you can receive with the Facebook. Why don't I paste in the link for you? The link is also in the description of this stream and under most of our live streams here, but let me just paste it in for you in the chat and I'll pin it so it stays on top. There you go. So the group is a fantastic place when we're not streaming. When you have questions, you can just ask anyone in the group. Everybody's happy to help, and also everybody's sharing their whips, what they're working on. It's fun. And 2 over here. I think these are the last 2. Oh no, there's more. Yes. I find it is better when once it's above maybe 10 stitches. It's much better marking as you go, because sometimes you just assume you've stitched all the stitches there and then you realize that it's not done yet, because you can read the stitch count on the upper left there. It keeps you on track. So I've got 3 more here. Here we go. I'm traveling a little bit further down, but it's unstitched, so I don't mind. There. And then 2 more. Second one. Oh, there you go. 1, 2. That one. It's the last one. And I'm going to do a tuck in to a nearby stitch there of similar color. And this is my favorite way to end my thread whenever I can. There. 3752. 3752. Hey, Jams. Hello. She says, hello. I'm assuming it's a lady, okay? If you're bloke, wave your hand. From South California, finally made it alive, not on replay. Well done, really well done. I know a lot of viewers, because of the timetable, They can only watch replay, and how exciting for you to make it to live. Amazing. Jackie says, I just bought for my iPad. I'll do a bunch of looking around for info in case I can't join tomorrow. Absolutely. And even if you can't join tomorrow, the session will be archived, so you can always watch the replay. The great thing about live is obviously you can ask questions, and hopefully if anybody or me knowingly answers, we can answer it on the spot. Otherwise, everything is going to be archived, so don't you worry about it. Joy says, last week I've been struggling with getting Saga and Paradise working, so not much stitching. I know, sorting out technical problems there sometimes takes time. Oh, Travis, hello. Travis says, my son loves seeing the progress of my Pokemon. I bet he can probably name all the Pokemons. I don't know how old he is. Maybe he's some sort of prodigy, 1-year-old child can name all the Pokemons. Pokédex, is that is that the right terminology? Yes. Here we go. I'm just pretending that I know, okay? I'm learning from Travis. 3860. 3860. We need a new thread. 3860. There it is. That's the one. Jackie says, I love this group. Oh, we love to have you here. Turtle Stitcher says, can anyone offer suggestions for joining Facebook? It has decided that I am a computer and won't let me in. Which group are you referring to? Have you tried to join our group just now? If so, I can have a quick look. I have the technology. Because if it's a new account, it will hold you there for a little bit. So your account has to pass a certain age on Facebook. Let me just have a refresh there. I think you're in, aren't you? Or not? I can't see any request here. So either you haven't gone through that joining process, or I don't know, maybe you're in. You just don't know. It's a surprise. Oh, River says 94.38% today so far. You're so fast. Yesterday, was it 94? And you've already gone over 0.5%. So River is working on a piece very close to completion. Amazing. You're unstoppable, River. I don't know how you do it. Let me plant this stitch down. Oops. Let me try again. So I've got 10 stitches for this color. The number is going up. it's a bit trickier when the stitches are kind of scattered in a slightly different area and not concentrated. So you kind of have to be really mindful and make sure you don't stitch in a completely different location, which it could happen if you're not careful. Salita says, I agree with you, Jackie. This is by far the most comfortable group I've been in. Yeah, I think people are drawn to this group are just kind of peaceful people, because it's a natural selection, isn't it? If people are looking for drama, looking for whatever they're looking for, they probably can't find it here. People are genuinely just want to come here and stitch and relax and have a good time and support each other. You know, anyone who is looking for something else, they have to go somewhere else, right? So people who are drawn to this group are probably quite like-minded. We don't like drama here. And one more stitch down here. I've got 3 more to go on the other end. I'm thinking whether I should carry the thread over or end it and start on the other side. So this is a kind of decision I make normally, because I'm ending here, but the next stitch is not happening till around here. So if I take my thread over, it will go across this area, which I don't tend to like it. So I think what I'm going to do is to end it. It's quite quick to do anyway. With full cross, I just do a little tuck in there. It makes me feel better. You know, it doesn't harm the piece at all whether you carry the thread through over or not. It's the yogi thing, you know. I don't like the idea of taking my thread over stitched area. So Turtle Stitcher, aka Heather, have you just created this account recently? If it is, I don't know whether Facebook will be a little bit more fussy with you, because sometimes they just think it's some sort of account created just for spamming or something. Trying to catch up with the chat here. Salita says, River on the court and hot chocolate. So it's good news for River all around, all around. So congratulations to River. We like good news, don't we? This one, and there's another one over here, the last one. It's taking shape, isn't it? It's really pretty. Where are we? Here. I just lost my position here. Yes, I know where I am now. And then I'm going to do a tuck in, maybe over here. A60 going back. There. Gretty says the Stitch family. That's how it feels. Yeah, it's you know, we spend a lot of time together and we talk about all sorts of things. You know, it forms all sorts of connections. And even people just listening, you know, I'm sure they get to know all the people who are regularly on the chat. Almost like these people they get to meet every day. 160. There you go. I've got one threaded. Travis says the piece I'm working on, probably referring to the Pokemon piece, has a regional 151. They're over 1,000 now. Oh, I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean? Do you mean the number of Pokemons? They're over 1,000 now. My goodness, how do you catch them all? You can't. It will take you a few years. Steve is here in the chat. Say hello to Steve, our gentleman stitcher, along with Travis. Now I have 2 gentlemen stitchers in-house. How amazing. Let's see. So this one, I'm starting from the left here. And it starts to fill up. So the more stitches around, the more reference point I have, which in theory should make it a little bit easier. So this color, I've got 12 stitches. 12 stitches. And it's gradually going up in number, which is quite nice. Genesis Facebook thinks I'm a computer. Oh, you are a computer, probably. You just don't know. Maybe we're simulated. We're part of computer programs. Two. It's so interesting. The 25 count fabric now feels really thick, having stitched 28 count fabric. It's so light. Let me mark them as I go. Toto Stitcher says, I've been thinking about asking ChatGPT to talk to the Facebook bots for me. Wow, that would be quite a conversation, isn't it? maybe they'll be questioning the meaning of their lives. You know, Chat GPT is like going, who am I? What am I doing here? Am I just here to answer people's questions? Some very strange questions. And the Facebook bots, they're saying, bot? What bot? We're real. We have thoughts. I have taxes to pay, groceries to buy. We're not bots. One more stitch here. And then I have 2 more, I think. It's 4 more. It's getting very exciting. Let's see. Jackie says, it's you, Yogi. You're very interesting to listen to. And the comments people make are very interesting. Well, you make the channel, you make the chat, you know. When I'm reading out your messages, I'm your voice. But it's your messages, right? So it's really interesting because sometimes after a live stream, and there's some parts of the conversation I'll recall in my head, I can literally hear your voices. That is weird, even though I'm the one reading out the comments. But in my head, I make up a voice for your comment individually. So in my head, I have some, you know, my own idea of what you sound like. So I'm really kind of visual person. So I kind of visualize you with a voice, if that, with the audio, if that makes sense. So when I think back conversation, I literally hear like a whole crowd of people talking. Is that weird or is that weird? Brittany says, I love the calmness and peacefulness of these streams. It is calm and beautiful and peaceful. That's what we're doing here. And that's the beauty of stitching. You know, it's a long process and, you know, we spend a lot of times and it's a very intimate process, isn't it? You take every single thread in your hands and then, you know, you stitch every single stitch, even the tiniest ones. And you create this beautiful picture. It's peaceful and it's beautiful. Hey, Janelle is here. Well done, Janelle. What time is it? I'm too scared to ask. This is probably following day for you, isn't it? It's probably Saturday for Janelle already in Australia. One, two, the final couple of stitches here. 1, 2, 3. The last one here. And then I'm going to do a tuck in to end the thread. Salita says, it also has to do with our hostess and very calming voice for us. You, Yogi, are comforting sound to me and others too. That is very kind of you to say that. That is very kind. 317. Lakika is here in the chat as well. She says, hi everyone. will be lurking today, not feeling the best, but we'll be fine. Oh, great wishes. Let's send some positive energy to Lakika. Hope you're feeling a lot better soon. You will. Just listening to us and stitch away. It feels so much better. Oh, Jane says, can you explain again how you're ending your threads? Of course. So with full cross, what I normally do is a tuck in. So let me just make a few stitches here. So it's really, really simple. So once you completed the full cross, let me just plant this thread down first. So there are a couple of stitches I'm going to do here. It's really, really simple and light way of ending your thread when it comes full cross. It doesn't work so well. I don't use it for 10 stitches because the coverage, 10 stitches, literally you have kind of a slash shape of the stitches, which the end bit, the tuck in bit might show. But what I'm going to do is to complete these stitches first, and I'll show it to you. It will change your life, Jane, because it's so easy. And also, you probably need to practice a few times, but it shouldn't be visible at all. So it's completely invisible, and there's close to no buildup under the fabric. So I've got, let me see, 5 more stitches. Now end the thread to show you. Oh, this is looking very exciting. It's filling up this beautiful shape here. And I'm going to take it over here. I've got 4 more. And there's another one. Just let me make sure. So the great thing about this stitch is you don't need to know what you're about to stitch is the last one. So with boomerang, you probably heard that term, that stitch I make for a lot of half stitch 10 stitch pieces. With this one, you can literally just do the last stitch as I'm doing now, and then realize you want to end your thread because it's the last one, right? So you just do a normal stitch here. So what you do is you once you've completed the final stitch, and you pick a stitch nearby, ideally close, kind of similar color, but sometimes, very often, I just tuck it under, different color. It's fine. So in this case, I don't really have a stitch nearby that I can take my thread away for a few stitches. So I want to move away from my last stitch a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 or whichever. I am going to pick this pink actually. So I'm, I'm not following the similar color rule because I haven't got any floating stitches nearby that I can pick from. So I'm coming up from the bottom right corner. That's where I normally bring my thread up. And I just insert my needle through the center of the cross. And not threading through, but push downwards. So literally, if you imagine there's a cross there, you insert your needles through the center there and down. And that's it. So pull my thread down. You can maybe see a slightly darker color there, but it's not too bad. Most of the times, whenever I can, I pick similar color. And then I just take my thread up a few stitches away, so I leave a little tail there just in case, and snip it off. That's it. Very, very simple. So you insert your needle through and down. So, and pull the thread through. So some people do the thread, try to push the needle through multiple stitches and then come up from the surface. For me, I just couldn't get it to work for me. That's just too much work. But I find this method is very secure. I haven't had any problem so far. So there you go. I hope that helps. And let's have a look. Oh, Turtle Stitcher, have you managed? Oh, and send a request. Okay, here let me have a look. If it's a younger account, you will, oh yeah, I can see you now, Heather. I'm gonna approve you live here on, okay, you're in, but your post is being held for some reason for possible spam. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it does that. There is no hyperlink, so I've just approved that. So you're good to go, okay? I don't know why it's held there as a possible spam. It's YouTube for you. Rose says, okay, Yogi and friends, is this icon thumbs up or is it ouch? I have no idea. It looks like the icon is holding something in the hand. I have no idea. It's kind of small. So, yeah, Sarah says, whatever you want it to be, exactly. Kelly says, happy World Cross Stitch Day. Yes, in case you don't know, it is. Happy World, it's a World Cross Stitch Day. It's our day. Suzanne says, definitely ouch. I don't know what that is. Some quite a lot of emoji. I'm too afraid to use it in case there's something rude. 318. 318. And it's this lovely lilac color here. And I've got 12 stitches for this one. And 1, 2. One block over here. 2 above. Oh, this bit gets a little bit tricky because quite a lot of boxed in stitches here. So let me see, 2 from above. And then down. 3 over here. Okay, it's this one. You know, I bet cross stitching is good for your brain because you're constantly matching patterns, you know, in a very detailed level. I bet it's good for your brain. That's why Sarah is so sharp, you see, and so cunning. And not to mention Joyce. Cunning as a fox. There. Let me see. Brandy says, I hope it's okay. I posted a link to my whip parade on Facebook. Yeah, you go ahead and do it, you know. I mean, for the group, I know we have many sort of floss tubers in a group and regularly in the chat. You know, you're contributing to the chat, to the Facebook, and, you know, I'm sure everybody is sensible, you know, with the use of the group. I don't mind that you send a link to everyone, you know, about your channel at all. I think it's only an issue if people just dip in and just promote themselves for whatever reason, for their own product or, you know, or YouTube channel, whatever. I mean, that wouldn't be very fair to, you know, it's not fair use. Otherwise, well, you know, you're welcome to send a link to everybody. It's a two-way thing, isn't it? It's give and take. So feel free to do that, Brandy. Jan says, I like the boomerang. It's so easy. Yes. And you can make it work for full cross as well. So it's quite versatile. Boomerang, you can, you know, do it with 10 stitches is perfect. And you can do it full cross as well. Absolutely. I tend to just do a tuck-in because it's just so easy for me. But with 10 stitches, yeah, boomerang is a godsend. There, so I've got the final stitches here, and I'm going to do a little tuck in here. Toto Stitcher says, I posted my stitching today. Hopefully you can see you soon. Yeah, we might take some time to look at what we've got in the group in a bit to see what everybody's getting on. So if you have a web you'd like to share, you can post them now. Maybe we do it in 10 or 15 minutes and have a look. Brandy says, I love seeing all of your projects. Made me want to stitch on all the full coverage projects. I know. I mean, you know, for me, variety is the spice of life. And I like to switch around. It just keeps everything fresh. And I love every piece I'm working on. So the piece I'm working on that day, at that moment, is my favorite. So that's normally how it works. Well, let me take a sip of my tea here. Squirrel has a bucket of bagels. What a name, what a name. This is really cool. The chart is like my diamond painting one. The colors are so pleasant. Yes, indeed. I mean, this is, you know, such a dream image, isn't it, of a cake shop. I hope it actually exists somewhere. Yes, it's beautiful. What a great name you've got there. Annie B, hello. She says, hello, everyone. I'm sorting my floss for the quilting room sale I'm watching today. How exciting. You know, getting the floss ready is just as exciting as stitching. Almost, almost. Ebony's here as well. Hello, hello. Another floss tuber friend of ours. Check out her channel. Absolutely. I just, you know, I need to create more bandwidth to keep up with everybody, what everybody's doing on their channels. And Ebony says, just got home from work and ready to relax and stitch with you guys. Yes, join in, join in. There's nothing better from a busy day. Just sit down and stitch with everyone. 3836. 3836. Oh, Ebony's everybody's favorite. Yes, I think organization of your accessories or your floss and fabric, etc., is just as relaxing as stitching sometimes. But you have to be in the right mood though. Otherwise, you know, it can be a little bit of a chore. And particularly, you know, I used to kit up before I got my master set together. I used to have to kit up individually for each kit. And my mind, you know, is just getting kind of impatient sometimes because I'm so eager to stitch the piece. And so, you know, for instance, sorting floss for max color, we're talking over 200 stitch, sort of different colors. And yeah, sometimes I just go, I wish I could stitch right now. But now it's a lot easier because I've got my master sets, so I just top them up as I go. And it's a little bit easier. Let me see. Yeah, Ebony, you know, I had a little peek of your videos the other day. I'll definitely go back and watch more carefully. I didn't realize you're in the UK. It's so great. Because we have you know, viewers from all over the world, and it's not always obvious where everybody's coming from. But it's so nice to have fellow floss tubers right here in this beautiful country, I think. One, two. Brittany says I'm a chaotic stitcher. I hate sorting floss. Yes, you have to be in the right mood. I think same here. If I'm in a sorting mood and I just, you know, spend like meaningful time doing it. But otherwise, you know, it feels like a mean to an end sometimes. I just want to get on to stitching. But I always feel better when everything is organized. So just like my organizer, gradually they become more and more unruly. I'm okay to a certain extent. But after a while, I just go, oh, it's time to get it tidied up. And I always feel better once it's done. Ebony says, sorting floss becomes such a pain. I set up my master set the other day as I was starting max colors. So I thought I may as well do it all. Yeah, I think master set is a really good idea if you have, you know, multiple whips as we all do. And so basically now I just have a master set for DMC, one for CXC, another one for my, I'm trying to think, Gecko Rouge set, kit, that's separate. And then I have another one for my 14 count because they all come from cross-stitching kits. And so I group them together. And that's it. That's all I've got. So it's quite easy nowadays. Whereas before I was just scrambling around trying to get the right set. So I'm not stitching the wrong colors. So I've got final stitch with this color, but it's slightly far away. So I want to make that a separate stitch. Just one more here, right in the center. 1, 2. I think that's the one. Just one stitch. I know it's extra work, but I don't like to take my thread over stitch area. Whoops. I think that's the last one. And I'm going to just tuck this one in. Just pick a random stitch and insert a needle. That's it. Oh, it's coming together. Oh, so Ebony, you're in Manchester, Northwest Manchester. I have been to Manchester once, just by the station. You know, the Great Manchester Station. I went there for a business meeting. So the meeting room is, it was literally, probably 10 minutes from the train station. So I didn't wander far. And that was my only experience of Manchester. 3608. 3608. Let me see. Do I have a threaded one here? 3608. 3608. Yes, I do. Oh, Ebony says, how did you attach your felt to your floss cards, Yogi? Did you glue it? Yes. So let me show you. I've got this little thing here. So let me zoom out a little bit so I can show you. So I use this. I got it from Amazon. It's a fabric glue. And get a big bottle because you will need it. I think it comes with a small tube as well, but you know, it probably runs out really quickly. So you can see it's got pretty pointy tip here. So it's quite easy. And you just, you know, run it through the strips, your felt strips there. And you don't have to cover the entire piece of felt. I just do the bottom, do the top, and a bit at the back as well. That's it. That's all you need. So get one of these. It lasts for ages. So Busy Mom says, I stitched from a master set for DMC, and today I should receive my CXC thread. Yes, I love CXC as well for the fluffiness and fullness of the coverage. I love both for different effects. And CXC, you know, if you color and compare color by color, it's more earthy, you know, more matte, and it's perfect for Kim Jacobs projects, for instance. It's beautiful. You feel like you're sketching the piece. And for DMC, I use it for Sweet Shop and this one as well. So with pieces, I want sort of richer color, kind of more vibrant tone to it. I mean, it's very subtle, to be honest. Even if you, you know, stitch with different, you can interchange them, you probably wouldn't notice that much difference. It's just more of a preference thing. Gretchen says, I also love my master set. It's a lot easier, particularly, you know, like, you know, we're building up the number of whips. It makes life a lot easier. Brittany says, I bought a DMC chest. Oh, I've got one too, yes. She says, I bought a DMC chest a few years back. I just work from the scans, but they get messy. So I got some Floss away bags for those. My other set is bobbinated. I can't do bobbins. I used to do bobbins when I was doing sort of dimensions kits. Let me just get this color first. 3608. 3608. I need a new thread so I can stitch as I'm chatting with you. 3608 here. It's beautiful pink. I can't complain. Yes, I used to do bobbination because I didn't know there was any other method. And also, I think bobbins were fine when you were dealing with maybe 30 colors, 40 colors, but gradually just become a chore. See, I'm folding it half again. I'm doing it again. I'm trying to do a 2-strand half stitches. Stop it. It's 1/1, okay? And so as the number of colors increase with each project, I just realized the bobbins just a bit of it's a bit of a chore to work with them. I want kind of quite quick access to my threads if I can, so I don't do that anymore. But I find the chest quite useful actually. I haven't had problems with organizations, but I will only keep one scan for one color. I wouldn't put, and then I've got another bag where I store backups, spares, so I don't get confused. Two over here. Let me see how many stitches. I'm on 17 stitches for this color. We're flying here. It feels so good to stitch. Ebony says, I nearly had a heart attack with you waving that glue over the stitching. Yes, I know. For a brief moment, I was thinking, is this a good idea? Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. I know. All is good. All is good. No fabric or stitches were harmed in the process. Brittany says, I inherited the babinated floss from my late grandmother. It was a grandfather. Oh, did he stitch? How nice. He was a gentleman stitcher. And it was already like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Okay, fair enough. Blame the granddad, okay? He can't talk back now. The granddad is saying, no, it wasn't me. It was grandmom. And looking back, my dad was actually, well, he wasn't doing any craft or stuff like that, but he was quite handy with sewing and stuff. I remember he was trying to mend our clothes when my mom was busy. Actually, my mom wasn't that good with a sewing machine. My dad was really good, but he didn't knit or anything. I wish he did. We could have knitted together. There are quite a few stitches down here all together. How refreshing. And oh, Brittany says the granddad, this stitch. That's who taught me. That's really nice, isn't it? That's really nice to learn stitching from granddad. And do we have more of this? One, two, three, four. This is the last one of this color. It's nice when they're all together in the same area. Beautiful. And we're going to have a look at what we've got on the Facebook in a few minutes. So if you want to upload something now, you still have a few minutes. Let me put this thread back. 3608, 3608. There you go. I'll probably go for one more color. Oh, the next one's 17 stitches, but in light gray. Okay, a little bit challenging. Particularly with pre-gridded fabric. But I'll have a go. 3072. 3072. And this is why I admire people choosing design that has a lot of white in it, you know, like snow landscape or kind of pale blue sky or something like that. I'm just thinking, whoa, you know, it's kind of challenging just trying to figure out what is what. Oh, how come I got stitches? See, these stitches were made here. I can hardly see it, but they're marked on my app and I'm looking at it and go, but they're not stitched when they are, really. Damn. Okay, I just need to make sure I follow the pattern here. So, bottom left. That's it. Just in case it's not confusing enough. Toto Stitcher says, I'm off for a doctor's appointment. Maybe you will still be stitching when I get back. It's possible. Yes, depends on how fast your doctor's appointment is. I hope you can still catch us live here and hope everything goes well with your appointments. And I'm going to take a sip of my coffee here. Brandy says I have to go and charge my phone. Yes, go do that and catch you later. One. I think this one should have been stitched. I'm going to just stitch over it. No one. No one can tell. And one more here. I'm going to do this one as well. There are a couple of stitches. They're marked as stitched, but they have not been for some mysterious reason. So I'm going to just stitch over them because the colors are so similar. No one will be able to tell. You didn't see it. I didn't do it. One more here. Gretty, have a lovely night. Have a nice rest. I'll catch you later. Oh, Susan Chamberlain says, currently stitching on Royal Blue Ada. My goodness. Wow. Yes, I think if you're doing something really bright, maybe it's a good idea to get a darker fabric, as long as it doesn't show through. I think that's the only issue there. Oh, all these unstitched areas. I think I must have missed a color or mistakenly marked them. It's okay, I'll just stitch over them. They're very, very similar in color. Hey, Dolly, that's my cat. Looking for attention right here. Hey, babe, you good? One more here. Let me have a look. River says, I'm working on a dirt road now. So if I get a stitch or two out of place, it really doesn't matter. I know. And particularly if you look at this area, they're so similar in color, you wouldn't be able to tell what is what. Maybe till later, and then I regret it. Who knows? But sometimes you just go, oh, never mind. I just stitch over, no one will know. And let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3 stitches here. I think I know what's happening. I must have marked those stitches by accident or something, thinking that they were stitched. It's okay. No problem. Oh, Travis, I was trying to decode your last message, last comment. I was like, oh dear, I have no idea what he's talking about. So Travis says, I had a fellow stitcher suggest stitching on black Ada. So what would be the reason for that? Is just to create contrast because the pattern is really light. Or maybe sometimes If it's partially covered, then you want to have the black background showing through, like a night sky or something, maybe. I don't think I've stitched on dark color Ada before. I mean, in theory, if the dark color doesn't show through the stitches, it's much better if you're doing like a snow landscape, you know. So at least your eyes are not going blind afterwards. One, two, oh, again, now. Two. I'm gonna stitch over all those similar colors. Joy says, maybe you concentrated on the plate and tip the bucket over. I was waiting for this, Joyce. You know, I thought you were falling asleep. Now I know. Now I know Joyce is wide awake. Yes, I kicked the bucket by accident. Very good, Joyce. Very good, Joyce. Joyce is in top form as usual. Yes, Travis. Autocorrection is a pain. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Yeah, I think depends on the pattern. If the pattern is showing the background and it works for the pattern, then yeah, it could be quite a nice choice. You know, a lot of people who do samplers, they use those hand-dyed fabric. You can buy them or do it yourself because they want the background of the fabric to show through. I think that's interesting. Oh, I think I made another mistake. Don't tell anybody. You didn't see it. I didn't do it, okay? I'm gonna just blab my way through. No one will know. I think with darker colors, you can probably tell, you know, a little bit more. Otherwise, you can't really. Again, there's another one. Another mysterious marked stitch that actually has not been stitched. And Joyce, you're quite right. I probably just pressed the bucket without thinking, as usual. Oh, I've got through it. Good. After this stitch, let's have a look at the Facebook, shall we? And give my eyes a little bit of rest from these very, very pale colors that no one can see. I can't see it. There. Now, are you ready? I am ready for a little bit of a web appreciation session here. Let's have a look. Let me get the things set up. Oh, I can see things happening here on our Facebook. Beautiful. Let me scroll up. Sarah, hello. Is it a completion? Oh, on Black Ada. Sarah, you're so quick. We're just talking about that. Look at that. So all the black background is just fabric, right? They're not stitched. See, yeah, if it's a night view, like a fireworks and stuff like that, that makes perfect sense. Or starry nights, that kind of thing, partially covered. That's beautiful, Sarah. It's nice to have completed pieces, right? I don't know what it feels like. Let's move forward. Brittany. Oh, it's going well, isn't it? Reader's Paradise is an epic piece. That looks so nice. The ceiling part of it. It's a little bit similar to the piece I'm doing here. You start from the ceiling. A lot of ceiling work. But I love the pattern. Really pretty. Very, very nice. Maybe let me move a little bit wider. Joyce, stitching the Hey Sao and trying Saga. Oh, the user-defined area is also great help for CC is in cross-country or color completion. Okay, CC means two things, cross-country or color completion. You pick one. That's beautiful. Which piece is this one? I haven't seen you working on this one before. That's very pretty. Oh, you secretly adding more projects to your rotation. That's very nice. And yes, this is the piece we're going to be working on next Wednesday. And it's beautiful. Okay, so I think is Heaven and Earth. If it's still Friday for you, maybe the sale is still on. You can go and grab it. It's from Kim Jacobs, and this piece is called Quoting Room. Okay, so you can grab it. There are a few versions there. There's mini, there's max colors, and there's just regular, and also there's one with quoted border around as well. So take your pick and come to join us next week, 13th of August, and be here with your pattern and your fabric, and we stitch together. We start together at the same time, okay? So there's some new joiners here. Lord of the Rings. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's an intricate piece right there. The films are great. And let's see. Oh, Travis. Oh my goodness, Heather. Oh, this is your piece. Yes. And finally you're in. The bot doesn't like you, but I like you, okay? Wow, so you've stitched everywhere other than the center part, or is that meant to be like this? I wouldn't think so. Wow, what an interesting kind of progression. So you're leaving the center part here till the end. How interesting. And it's partially covered as well. And I love the border as well. It's kind of like lace effect going on there. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, I haven't seen this one. This is Brandy. So this is her new whip parade, is it? So I'm not going to click through because it's video. She says, hi all, new parade on my channel. So check out Brandy's new upload, everyone. Wow, my goodness. Jenny Sharp. Oh my goodness, that is trippy. That's very trippy, isn't it? Goodness. And oh yeah, my goodness. Brittany says, hey Joyce, we need a name for this segment. I know we call it Show and Tell. Wow. On Nicholas stream, Show and Tell. But we're stitching and watching and spying on people's webs. So I'll leave it to you, your capable hands, Joyce. Come up with a fancy name for this version. Oh, Lily has bought new kids. Lily is non-stoppable. Lily's been adding new projects to her rotation. She can't be stopped. She's been secretly buying new pieces. Yes, it's very hard to resist. That's very pretty. Wow. From bottom up as well. I've never worked from bottom up before. That's amazing. And yes, we just saw that piece from Sarah. And Joyce is cross country in this case. Okay, so she's referring to this one on top. What is the piece called? You never mentioned you have a piece like this. You say you have two in your rotation, and both are from one is from Amy, one is from Kim, and you secretly add this one. Oh, and you've been working on it for a while, I can see. Oh, the secret is coming out from Joyce. Stitch and stitch and snitch and stitch. Oh, I like that actually. We're being very sneaky. So snitch and stitch. A little bit tongue twisty. Beautiful. Thank you everyone for your contribution. And we'll come back again for sure and look at more in the future. It's just exciting to see new pieces being added, new whips, and see how, stitching methods and stuff like that. And you can see how the mind works for a stitcher. Oh, wow, in January, Joyce, it's called Mother's Love. Amazing. Yes, round of applause for everyone. Yes. Well done, well done. Really nice, really nice. And some projects probably have been worked on for years, right? So it's labor of love. And finally, I can move on from this pale color. Who knows? Oh, yes, nice. It's blue now. It's blue now. So, what a relief. Yes. Round of applause from Rose. And it's 159. 159. I know, everybody's doing so well. I know, yes, Sarah. And it's so inspiring because I know for a fact that the members, they've been looking at what other people is working on, and they want to work on those patterns themselves as well. So, yes, you end up with more webs, but why not? Why not, I ask you? So that one is done. I'm going to take that one off and move over maybe this one. This little plate, little saucer, it's almost done. It's amazing. And this little saucer here, if I show you the full mock-up, it's just a tiny, tiny thing. If you look toward the upper, not quite upper left, just above the door there. It's just a little saucer here, but it's got so much details and so many color changes. It's just beautiful. Just this bit. It's like a mini project of its own. Let me mark as I go. Brittany says, that's why we refuse to watch the Floss Tube Whip Parade. I really don't need any more. I know, but it's so hard to resist, isn't it? I know. We're just enabling each other beautifully. Oh, I haven't done these ones. Quite a few stitches here. One, two, three. Let me have a look. 1, 2. That one is already done. And down here. This color is pretty much filling up this bottom right space there. It's going to be... Oh, there's only one more color left within this blue little saucer here. So you'll be easy peasy. And 3 more stitches here. The thing is, I pretty much don't need to do whip parade for my channel because you pretty much, you watch different pieces every day. You know what I'm working on. And then so tomorrow, I think when I get some spare time, if at all, tomorrow is going to be quite busy because I teach yoga, and weekends are normally more actually busier than weekdays. But I want to find some time to do some testing for the 28 count fabric I got, which is gridded. So for a switch shop, It was 28 as well, but it was ungridded. The texture is different. The gridded fabric is a lot more, it's got more body to it. I kind of like the plain color, but I got the gridded one for a reason. So Susan says, do you close your eyes when you visit the Facebook group, Brittany? Maybe with one eye closed. So you don't see very well. Right, let's see, what's next? Oh, nice. The next one's pink. It's always nice to work on pink color. Let me have a sip of my drink. Bit of green tea here. So with the new fabric, I'm going to do some test stitches, because last time I did sort of 3 blocks using different style of stitching, like full cross, 2/1, 1/1. But with DMC and with the new Kim Jacobs piece, which we're going to start next Wednesday, I'm considering CXC, but I just want to double check kind of the colors and the coverage. And I think it was River or Rose. Was it River or Rose? I think it's Rose, been doing one strand, single strand, 10 stitches, which is interesting, on 28. So I just want to test with CXC to see what the coverage is like. And you don't really know until you try, you stitch it. 3, 6, 8, 8, 3, 6, 8, 8. We need a new strand. This is the one. Brittany says I take my glasses off. So are you pretty much blind without glasses? Travis says, I used to do diamond painting, but the last project I tried to do was a wolf. But the drills keep popping. You need drills? The drills kept popping. I found the same image as cross stitch, and I have been hooked since. Oh, I see. So you were doing diamond painting of the Pokemon project. Why do you need a drill? Diamond painting, I've seen people doing it. I didn't see drills. That sounds heavy duty. Do it safely. We don't want injuries. Oh, River says it's me. One strand. 10 on 28. The coverage is great. Good stuff. I'll try to do a test and share it with you, with everybody. And remind me, River, are you using a plain fabric or pre-gridded? Because the gridded fabric, the texture feels very different. It's a lot more stiff. And I'm sure it probably wouldn't have any impact on the stitches. They should come out the same. I mean, this one's gridded. It's not that different from plain ones. Joyce is off to bed. Night night, Joyce. Well done. I'll catch you later. Sweet dreams. Oh, Travis said that's what they call the beads. Oh, beads are called drills? Why is that? You stick down. The beads you stick down. I have no idea. I've seen people doing it. It sounds relaxing. It looks quite relaxing. It's quite sort of, you know, meditative. But I love working with fabric. So stitching is my thing. Rose says, I'm doing the CXC 1/110 on 28 counts. Oh, so Rose, you're doing the same as well. Ungridded for... Hang on, I'm getting confused. It is Rose. Yeah, it's Rose that's doing it. Oh, River is doing 1 strand 10, 28 as well. That's why I'm getting confused. So Rose says, I'm doing the CXC 1/110 on 28 count ungridded for the quilt room as well. I posted on Facebook the other day. Oh yeah, that was you, Rose. So River is doing the same thing, and both have great results. 1 strand 10, because in my mind I'm doing 2/1 with the switch shop, and it looks just about okay. Not okay, well, the coverage is quite good, but then it's, you know, 2 strands. So the test I've done with single strand is kind of thin, but I think it's to do with the style of the piece as well. It might work really well for Kim's pieces, because it's very light and very kind of airy. So it might be perfect. Let me see, let me mark these ones. Another 12 in different locations. Oh, Travis is a completed piece. The wolf. Well, that's nice. You have a completion. I can't say the same. Yeah, but Travis, I can totally imagine you would kind of just get your head down and just complete a piece. You're quite single-minded, I think. Unlike me, completely opposite. I kind of try to do different things to distract myself so I'm able to concentrate. I know it sounds paradoxical, but it's kind of how I stay focused by doing different things. Oh, Travis says, funny thing, diamond painting uses the same DMC codes as cross stitch. I've been thinking about that actually. Not that I know anything about diamond painting, but I think I can't remember where I saw it, but yes, I think I knew that from watching maybe some videos, and I was thinking you can practically use the same pattern to do either, right? If they have all the color or beads, whatever you call them, those diamond bits, and but you can use the same pattern either to stitch or to do diamond painting. Maybe that was an intention, because I noticed that Heaven and Earth used to sell diamond painting patterns. Maybe they're a little bit simpler, I don't know, because they're quite big, aren't they? Are there different sizes for beads, like in stitches, or pretty much all the same sizes? Because they're quite big, so you can't do sort of super size sizes. It'd be crazy. Move over here a little bit. And two more. I love this pink color. I'm thinking maybe, oh, you know what I'm going to do? This is a little bit cheeky because I kind of don't want to stitch the pale colors right now. And I know this bottom row here is full of very light colors. So what I'm going to do live here is, hang on, let me end this color here. 3688, 3688. Right, so what I'm going to do now is actually to change my plan slightly. So I'm going to commit this one. Right, so currently I'm working on 2 rows here. And the bottom bit, I don't know how far it's going to go down. There's some sort of light colors. I kind of don't want to work on them. I don't know what these colors are. So what I'm going to do is literally unlock this box so I can maybe move my box up a little bit. How's that? Is it cheating? I'm trying to bypass the pale color area for now, and I'll come back to stitch the area when I'm ready. So why don't I move this all the way up? It's cleaner, isn't it, to do one block at a time. I'm going to just reduce, basically move, reduce the size of the block to just this row here, so I can focus on the colors I like right now, which is blue and pink. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. There. So because I changed the shape of my box, so the stats right now literally is going to recalculate the stitches I should be doing here. So there are a few. Yes, because I reduced the area. So now I've got a couple of one Oh, just one. Hang on. Why does it do that? Yes. Just one stitch there. I'm going to ignore that. And go to 3. Why don't I just go to 17? I'm just stitching out of order. I've gone rogue. I've gone rogue. Okay, so this is the color I like to stitch right now. 3803. 3803. Three, 8, 0, 3. Oh, that's a nice color to work with. Look at this rich greenish blue. I like it. This is better. I'm just not in the mood to work on really pale colors. Hey Vaduhi, welcome to the chat. Happy Friday. She says hello everyone. What? Lakika, the blue you pull is 3808. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're quite right. My goodness. See, someone is watching, okay? I thought no one was paying attention. Yes, you're quite right. 3808. I was so drawn to this color. So I didn't care. The color I was looking for is actually 3803. My goodness, thank you so much. What do I do without the chat? I don't know. Just end up stitching something totally different. Okay, right. I was thinking why we have this really deep green color going on in the area that's mostly pink and blue. So this makes a lot more sense. Lakika, you saved my life. You saved my project. I was about to stitch something totally different. 3803. Does that look okay to you? 303. Man, that was close. That was close. Yes. Thank you. Round of applause for Lakika for saving my project right there. Amazing. Gold medal to you for paying attention. Linda, hello, Linda. She says, good afternoon, Yogi. Hope your day has gone well. Yes, it's gone just slightly better because I was about to stitch a completely different, incorrect color. Instead of this beautiful, rich, purpley pink, I nearly stitched a green, even though that's a beautiful green. I thought, well, maybe it's around this area, but oh man. Lakika saved my life. She saved my project. So, round of applause for Lakika. Man, looking for the medal. You got it. You got it. Can someone send her a few medals or trophies, please? Be generous. I wish I could. I haven't found the trophy emoji. Maybe one day I'll find it. I'll keep looking. I'll keep looking. Oh, Brittany says 3808 is my favorite DMC color. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's just such a rich bluish green. I was drawn to it. Maybe it hypnotized me. So I just went all the way there and go, yeah, just let me stitch that, please. And then Thank God. I was stopped. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Here. 1, 2, 3. Should be here, I think. That was so close. I was so close. Yes, you get the medals. Oh, everyone. There you go, Lakika. This is your night. You got it. Man, that was a completely different color. This one makes sense. One, two, three. Oh dear. I don't think that's correct. 1, 2. I think there's one more stitch here. And there's a blue color above. For some reason, it's not stitched. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now it's better. Much better. Right. This is more manageable. I think, you know, just maybe 2 rows were a little bit too big for me. I get lost. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But then I get ambitious. I just want to stitch in a wider area. The tension for the fabric is really nice tonight because sometimes in the beginning it's kind of good and by the end of the session it's kind of going a little bit saggy. But so far so good. There. And what I love about Saga is the fact that I don't need to switch like different modes. I know I love Pattern Keeper as well, but that, you know, even now, having used Pattern Keeper for years now, about 3 years, over 3 years, I still struggle sometimes. I still forget to tap on the right, you know, mode, and then just end up either wondering the screen's not moving, or maybe marking certain stitches by accident because I'm in the stitch mode, markup mode. Saga doesn't have that. You just, you know, kind of do whatever you kind of intuitively do, which is how we do, how we interact with these mobile devices. We just touch and pinch and zoom and do whatever. And if Saga can do this, I can't see why Pattern Keeper or Markup RXP can't do it. Doesn't make sense. more here. Oh, it's beautiful outline here. I love it. It's so nice. It really gives it a lot of definition here. Suzanne says 22 stitches to reach my goal, and it's bedtime. Oh, not far to go then. I hope the bruises are better today, darling. The last one here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there one more? These 3. Where's the other one? Oh, there's one more at the center here. Right there. So I'm going to end the thread here and just deal with that single stitch on its own. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 here. So just on top, just one stitch here. So there's 3. 1, 2, okay. Just one stitch to complete the flower. Oh, so pretty. It's so pretty. Really beautiful. Suzanne says they're a little lighter, but it's spread further now. So almost the whole leg is one big bruise. It sounds like it's healing, I think, for sure. That's what bruises do. They start to spread and get the color kind of gets a little bit lighter and maybe a little bit kind of yellowy. It's a sign of healing. 3803. Lovely jubbly here. And oh, I don't want to do a single one. I'm going to cheat and not do the single ones and jump straight to these ones. Yes. So look at this. All these loose unstitched area is pretty much covered by one single color. So this will be fun. 931, 931. 931. I have once threaded. In fact, I'm going to get a new thread because it's really short. 931. Okay, watch carefully in case I choose the wrong color again. Sometimes I'll have a number in my head and I keep reminding myself 931, 931, 931, and I pick something totally different. That's just the way it is. It's hopeless. So but luckily we have viewers in the chat with eagle eye. It's watching every move. So this will be fun because I know all these stitches, other than there are two on the top there, they're different colors, they're single stitches. But these ones, I can pretty much just go ahead and fill in all of them. And there's one I think I left out for some reason unstitched. I think I'm gonna just stitch that one as well because it's a blue, so no one will notice, okay? Other than Lakika, but she knows I'm cheating, so it's okay. Hush, hush. Oh, I think this needle is 26. I don't know how it got mixed in the slot. So I'm gonna change my needle. I can feel it because it's so fat. This is better. 28. So I use 26 needle for double strand. And with 1/1, it's always 28. Brittany says that's the beauty of full coverage, especially max colors, is very forgiving if you make a mistake. Yeah, within reasons. If you pick the wrong color, that's kind of a shade of what you're supposed to be stitching. But not like the one earlier on. It's literally completely different color. Because if I chose that one without knowing, this bit would be green. Or maybe that'll work, I don't know. But it's quite forgiving, you're right, particularly max colors, because so many color changes are, you kind of go, well, really? Do we really need that? Sometimes it's just one stitch in the middle of nowhere, and that's supposed to be a thing, you know. It's testing your concentration and, you know, patience. But I think if you choose max colors, you probably accept the challenges, you know that's what you have to deal with. Otherwise, you just pick regular color. I'm gonna go and cheat on this stitch over here. It's a blue anyway, so I'm good. And then I just need to fill in all these unstitched area within this little plate here, and be very close to completion of this plate. Oh, I love it. Brittany says, if it's a completely wrong color, yes, then you will see it. But if it's a shade of, yes, if it's just a shade of the color you should be stitching, then yeah, no, won't notice. I won't. It's like all these whites and grays. Yeah, you kind of go, well, I think maybe in the sort of regular version of this pattern, all these stitches are probably just a single color. Who knows? There. It's getting a little bit thick around this area because there's so many, quite a lot of threads kind of built up underneath because it's not super confetti, but quite a lot of changes of colors. So you can kind of have to work your needle through the fabric a little bit. It's not too bad. Oh, Suzanne. She says, I hit my goal and then kept stitching. I know. You still have some fuel left in the tank. Let me double check on these three at the bottom. Okay, so these three at the bottom is also the same color. I mean, the flower bit, the center bit, was quite confetti. It took a while to kind of complete this area, but so much detail. So pretty. It's worth it. It's worth it. Suzanne says, I'm 24%. Wow, which piece is that? Amazing. Round of applause for Suzanne. This would definitely help with the healing process with the bruises. Yes, round of applause and maybe some pizza as well. Why not? Give Suzanne some pizza and cakes. Some of Sarah's cakes. Oh, yes, of course, you're working on the Golden Bridge. The pizza's coming and the cakes from Sarah. Never miss a beat with Sarah. Super sharp, super prompt. 24% is tremendous. Lots of yummy things coming your way, Suzanne. Oh, very, very close with this one. I think if the pattern doesn't tell me that there are two stitches around this red stitch here are unstitched, I probably wouldn't have known. It's crazy. It's all kind of just blended in with the fabric. There are actually two more unstitched stitches on this plate. I wouldn't have known. Right, so the piece is not heaven and earth, but is around the same size as a mini. Beautiful. I have seen your pictures, your whip. It's gorgeous. Thanks everyone for sending delicious items to Suzanne. One, two. And I think what I'm going to do after this, if I can find a corner to put a needle through, this bit is a little bit challenging. It's got a lot going on there. Right. Oh, look at this. Looking good. And you know what? Because there's still two unstitched stitches right there, I'm going to go and fill them up and complete this little saucer here. That is so beautiful. 931. Yes, Suzanne. Yeah, but it's kind of stylized, if I remember correctly, but it's quite sort of photo-esque, if you ask me. It's not it's kind of a loose painting. So what I'm going to do is to fill in, instead of moving to the next color. The pattern tells me there are two unstitched stitches here. I'm gonna go and fill them in. I honestly I probably wouldn't have noticed at all if I didn't follow the pattern. So now I am going to do a little bit of maneuvering so I can select this color here. It's a little bit tricky. Oh, actually there are few stitches around with this color. No, I'm gonna just do a single stitch. 3, 1, 6. 3, 1, 6. This is the one on the left. I want the completion of the plate to happen tonight. Beautiful. And the stitches are so snugly, I literally just going to pull a needle up and cut it off. It's not going anywhere. So I'm not doing any finishing move. 3, 1, 6. Daring, I know. And I'm going to pick the other one on the side there. Just one stitch. Yes, literally just here. It will be the last one for this plate and it will be completed. 3, 3, 5, 0. 3, 3. 5, 0. I need a new thread for this. Thank you, Suzanne. I know, it's so pretty, isn't it? It's really worth it. It's quite confetti, to be honest. This area, it's taken me a little bit to even complete this little plate there. So I've got final stitch here, and then this little beautiful plate will be completed. 3350. 3350. I am correct. I hope this is the right color. Just for one stitch. Thank you, Sarah. And it will be my last stitch of this session, and I will show you how many stitches I've done today. Should we play a game? Should we play a game? Guess how many stitches I've done today. How's that? Take a guess, and the person who's got the closest number, it has to be within 30 stitches, which is probably not hard considering my record. If it's within about 30 stitches, then I'll share my pizza with you, okay? I'm getting pizza afterwards, like, you know, at the end of the stream. I'll share my pizza and my medals with you. How's that? Take a guess. Okay, Susan says 225. Right. I'll give you a few moments to come up with your estimation. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. So pretty. The last one of the plate is done. Guys. Whoa. Okay. Susan's 225. Rose says 185. And Travis says 250. Sarah 198. Suzanne 255. Oh, okay. And cross up with Chevon 192. And thank you, Brit. Handiwork today. And then I can zoom in a little bit for you to appreciate this beautiful plate here. And oh, time for the big reveal. There we go. Oh, not this one, this one. So I'm going to go to the stat and look at the panel. So today I forgot to run a, oh my God. Okay, here we go. Look to the right. The number is 200.01 over there on the top of the list. So the winner is, who's the closest? 201. Oh, I think it's crossed up with Siobhan. No? Oh no, it's Sarah. Sarah is the closest. Amazing. Am I right? I think Sarah is the winner. 195, which is the closest to 201. Sarah, you did it again. Well done, well done. A round of applause. So send me all the yummy things, but Sarah, I'll share with you, okay? I'll share a little bit with you, with Sarah. Yes, Sarah is providing her own food and trophy. I'll share the glory with you tonight, Sarah. Well done, well done. Oh, not too bad. At least it's kind of around average for me, which considering there's quite a lot of, you know, intricate area, and I nearly stitched the wrong places. So I'm very, very happy. Thank you, everyone. And Rose, Sarah, and Turtle Stitcher, Aka, Heather, Brittany, Lakika, Rajal, hello. Yes, 223, too late. You're cheating, but not very close. Not very close. But thank you for your confidence. And Suzanne as well. Thank you, everyone. So now is 11:30 here in the UK, and Susan as well. Susan sending me a lot of yummy things, and Sarah, you can have some of them as well. You know, I'll give you one slice of pizza one slice of pizza. You can have that. All right. And so, let me zoom out. Thank you, everyone. One more time. I'm having great time with you. And oh, thank you, Brittany, another great stream. And I'm so happy you can join us today. I know you are normally at work during the day. And tomorrow, yes, we've got Amy Day. And just to remind you, I might do a short stream before our Amy Soul tomorrow. If you're interested in Saga and how to kickstart, I'm gonna stick to very, very basic, just to get you started. And if you're Saga expert, please join me as well. I'll need your help. It's going to be teamwork, okay? And we can probably solve some questions for our fellow stitchers. Let's help each other and let them enjoy this app as well. So thank you. And yes, turtle switcher, yes. So everyone, Lakika, well done tonight as well. And so with that, I am going to sign out. Yogi signing out from sleepy London town. I'm going to get some nappy nap and get ready for tomorrow. Big day tomorrow with our soul. So, night-night, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are. If it's still daytime, I'm really jealous. And nighty-night, everyone. Night-night from London. Bye.